My previous photo trip to Oxford was back in 2011 with the Olympus PEN E-PL1 and the 14-42 lens. Here are some of those shots. This time I took the OM5 and the 12-45 Pro lens. I decided to cover in greater depth the locations that I had previously visited, commencing at St Mary's Church in High Street. Time to gird my loins and climb the steps up the tower. In places it was very narrow and two-way, and I experienced a number of close encounters of a personal nature that could not be done elsewhere. The packet of biscuits in my jacket pocket to sustain me later were crushed into tiny fragments. Neither was there much room at the top, but my eyes soon wandered around the city landscape, appreciating why Oxford has the romantic tag of the city of dreaming spires. Because of the lack of space, I took the pictures on program, no time to muck around with the controls, then made any adjustments in Lightroom. Before leaving, don't overlook the gargoyles, and I did wonder if the graffiti was authentic. Following my grueling labours on the tower, and by the way, coming down wasn't much easier, I sought sanctuary in the Botanic Gardens, a little further down High Street, opposite Magdalen College, adjacent to the River Cherwell, a tributary of the Thames. The University of Oxford Botanic Garden claims to be the oldest botanic garden in the UK, combining science, natural beauty and 400 years of history in one location, and working closely with the University of Oxford's Department of Biology for research. The predominance of a cloudy sky can help garden photography, particularly close-ups. The soft light minimizes heavy shadow, revealing detail even in areas where the eye should have noticed it. Reducing depth of field with differential focusing, that is, throwing the background out of focus, is best achieved by aperture choice and focal length of lens. At the Botanic Garden, I paid the entrance fee and wandered around at a time of my choosing. Unfortunately, that was not possible at the Cathedral. I couldn't enter until 3 p.m, and then only as part of a multimedia tour package that included the Great Hall of Christ Church College. That was not without interest, but it has gained fame as a film location for the Harry Potter movies, making the complete tour compulsory, even if your main interest is the cathedral. There were many people inside the cathedral, and it was not the sanctuary that the leaflet promised. Photographically, it became a ceiling and stained glass window job. Even if you are fortunate enough, or better organized than I, to come during a quieter period, being the smallest cathedral in England and seating limited, there is a proliferation of stacked chairs that do not make suitable subjects for shots down the nave in a building of such great beauty. Parishioners of other churches within the Diocese of Oxford can enter at other times, and anyone can attend a service. I kept my photo technique simple. On program, the camera used by default the widest aperture at 200 ISO, but I spot-metered general views near highlights, even stained glass, which have an enormous dynamic range. If required, I adjusted in Lightroom to restore burnt-out highlights and any noise that might have crept in. I don't play around with the focusing, as Micro Four Thirds will give tremendous depth of field, keeping everything sharp even at f4, the widest aperture on my lens. Therefore, my technique is, a posh form of point and shoot, and then I play around with the raw image in post-production. And I got what you see here. It works, and I even get them published. The cathedral's chief glory is the Gothic vaulted ceiling over the chancel, its pendants defying gravity. It is also particularly rich in stained glass. There are several examples of Burne-Jones' work, both early when he was just 25 and later, which are strikingly different. The cathedral's largest window is in the north transept, which depicts Archangel Michael leading his army of angels to defeat the devil, depicted as a dragon beneath his feet. All very colourful and a striking subject for the photographer. Oxford has many treasures, and a single day is never enough. I am aware of my failings in this programme, as I can only skim the surface in what can be photographed. But as I don't live all that far away, I can always come back.